Hey there, I just want to say yoga can be for everyone. However, it is your responsibility to determine if you are ready and able to perform this workout video. If you or a family member have a history of heart disease, high blood pressure, or are obese with any physical or medical condition that could be aggravated by a physical activity, please consult a physician before proceeding. If you are pregnant, also consider consulting a physician. If you have any history of injury such as neck, back, shoulder, or knee, please proceed with caution and stop immediately if you feel any pain, lightheadedness, or nausea. The user assumes all risks. Thanks, and I'll see you on the mat.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Connection Yoga. My name is Kat and this is Roscoe Bear here today. We are going to break down another yoga posture together. It's going to be more than just a little bit of a yoga posture though. It's yogi bicycles. So some people really hate core work, some people love to do core work, but we all need to do a little bit of it because it is important. Our core wraps around our entire torso. It literally holds all your organs inside, so you should want to strengthen it and really take care of yourself. It wraps all the way around. And in core and yogi bicycles, we work all of that. So I wanted to talk about it more in depth because when we're in the practice, we're going, I just want to be more motivational, give you the foundation things to protect yourself. But I think it could be important to talk about it, and you might get a little workout in here if you tried along with me while we break it down. So if you have never done a yogi bicycle before, then you might have an idea. But generally what I cue to as a yogi bicycle, at least on our back, it looks like this first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so once you can see where the bicycle comes in with the legs. We move them as we move through this core workout. So I'm going to break down how to get into it and what is most important action-wise throughout the movement. So as you can see, you take a lie onto your back here, and you can take a bend in the knees and then bring your legs 90 degrees over your hips. So knees stack over hips, feet are flexed, and 90-degree bend at the knee. Boom, corner of a square. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. You don't want to use your hands to be like wrenching your head forward. They're just there to cradle as you gently lift your chest. So core work should be coming from your core and not from your neck, okay? Looking at a spot on the ceiling can help with that lifting sort of sensation, but also to keep yourself, really protecting your spine, not only just your upper back, but your lower back. So you're going to want your tailbone grounded down with your low back magnetized to the earth. Pretend you have a belly button magnet and it is pulling to a huge magnet that is your spine, that is the earth. You want your low back to stay grounded throughout the entire time. And if it happens to lift at any point, that's bad. You don't want that. You're either pulling your legs in too much, or you can't control. You might be like arching off the ground. It's just a little too much, and that's okay. So extending your foot out like this when you extend can be something that lifts it up. So to prevent that, you just don't extend the leg to as low of degree. So starting here again, knees are over the hips. When you pull them in, one is out, yogi bicycle. You want this knee to stay over here. Sometimes we get in the habit of pulling it in further and not pulling our chest up to our leg, okay? I do it too. I'm just as guilty. It's a lot harder to stop your knee there and then pull your chest up closer to it. But that's really where your core is going to fire up in these poses. So switching legs, extending, again, knee stays over, and you pull, slight twist, elbow towards the knee. Your upper back should come up off the earth, but again, straight spine, not wrenching with your neck, using your chest to lift up, okay? So that can be a lot of action, and that's okay. Just take it slow at an easy rhythm with your breath. So extend the leg, lift, and you switch, belly button pressing down, and you switch, and you lift. So barely one shoulder blade should kind of drop down at the earth at a time. Now you might be trying to do this along with me at home and say, "Ooh, I'm not lifting up that far." That's okay. Just don't compensate bringing the knees in closer. Just don't have to lift up as far. Go where you can. Okay, this is enough. If your core is drawn into the earth, it is going to be fired up as you move. That is the main action you want to really fire it up. The rest just adds a bit more. It adds some twisting, so we reach a little bit into our obliques, not just our front flat core, which pulls us up. Our twisting uses some of our back core, our obliques. It really works, but we have to work it. We have to stay mindful of our bodies, of how we're positioning it and how far we're going, as well as our breath. If you're not breathing through this, it could be bad news, okay? Our oxygen is essentially the fuel for our muscles. If you keep working your muscles without any fuel, then they're gonna run out, okay? You need it, so continue to breathe. Maybe on an exhale, twist. If you like, inhale through center, exhale to twist. If that will keep you mindful, you don't have to just go one after the other. Whatever works for you to feel more comfortable, position and position, okay? So that's generally on the back yogi cycles. So you can take this to a little extra of a spicy level, if you'd like it, up on your seat here. So it's kind of like boat pose, but with yogi bicycles morphed in. So it's definitely a lot of work, but you essentially lift the legs like you would for high boat here. Hand behind the head, your body is gently tilted back about 45 degrees, and you twist one elbow towards the knee, one extends. Then you twist. Now this requires balance and core strength and hip strength, okay? So again, belly button is drawn into the spine. Compress here to protect, to stay long. You don't want to just hunch, "Oh, I gotta reach my elbows as close to my knees as I can." No, it's okay if your elbow doesn't touch your knee, okay? Don't have to twist to a complete degree where your elbow is going past your knee. It's just a control contraction, and that control is what is going to fire your core up. And what's going to fan the flame is your breath. It brings it alive, everything working inside. So these are just a couple of yogi bicycle options. If lifting the hands there was a little bit crazy, but you want a little extra challenge, you can just extend one leg at a time. Your hands are on the earth. This is a seated yogi bicycle without the twist. You still have the legs working, the core is on fire. I'm feeling it, guys. I know I'm talking through this, but I am feeling it, okay? So those are just a couple of options on the yogi bicycle. I'm trying to think if there's an extra variation on the back that would be cool, because I know you can do like a low boat that's kind of a yogi bicycle where you pull one leg up, and you lower, pull. But that's a whole nother thing maybe, so that might just be in our core exercises breakdown to follow. I love doing this, and I just want to continue. I want to offer you different core exercises that feel good and that work for you. Staying on the ground, you are supported, your spine is, and it doesn't have to be as risky, but your core is still working as compared to the seated yogi bicycle. So just really honor yourself, listen to your breath. If you're losing it, take a break and get back in. I might be going in our videos, like 50, 30, oh my gosh, if you can't do them all the first time, that's yoga. I know the first time I came to the mat,
I couldn't do every pose in the sequence. I was dropping down to child's pose like, oh my gosh, like it just takes time, and we have to be patient with our bodies and our goals and what we want to feel or do. So if core strength is something in there, it takes time, you know, especially since most of us sit at a desk all day. You know, you can work your core even in that place by drawing your navel into your spine. That is, I'll say it again, I'll say it a million times throughout the yoga. That is what will stabilize you, that motion. And you don't have to do any crunches if you do that throughout the entire practice. But for those of us who want the crunches, who want the extra, here you are. So let me know what you thought about this. If you want some more of this sort of thing, give me a like button, put a comment below, and I'll see you next time on the mat. If you are not subscribed already and want more content, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it and love you all. Until then, namaste.